Folks in Sonora adopted me at 12 years old, who were my former foster parents. So, from a very young age, I've been fighting our federal government, a little of the state government as well. Some of you may know me as the guy who is suing the CDC and 5 major airlines for trying to force me to wear a mask during air travel. I also sued the TSA, and the next day was placed on a terrorist watch list. So, with that, I want to say that I appreciate these men, the J6ers. I really feel disappointed in myself that I hadn't known them yet, because all of my cases have been pro se as well, which means no attorney in these fights. We've just surpassed the motion to dismiss phase in the Western District of Kentucky, and I do wish all of you men the best of luck. Now, for the U.S. Senate race, I want to say that really what's drawn me into this is that battle, and then of course watching these people squander our money outside of this country's borders. I'm tired of seeing them voting on things that are completely un-American. I'm tired of the judges telling we the people we will and won't do. So for me, this Senate race is about repealing those acts that allow the president to pick those judges. Those judges' choices need to go back to the people in the respective states in which they are opining in. Yeah. So, very much, yeah. Because here's what's happened. This Judiciary Act of 1789 is what gives that president the right to appoint that judge, and sometimes these are lifelong appointments. And we have no control over their stay. And right now what you see are these rogue judges who are basically trying to stop this agenda that we have and what we voted on to get these people out of our country who do not belong here. And as you may or may not know, just in Louisville, Kentucky, there's thousands of Somalians that were harbored in here in the Biden and Obama administrations, and they're causing issues within your state. So I travel all across the world. You know, most of the time I'm in the western part of the United States, and I'm watching every state from the West Coast to here become California, and it's not pretty. I don't know if any of you know much about California, but obviously they are a bunch of socialist Democrats. Now, the people of those places are pretty well born and bred red, white, and blue, but their political structure is ruined, and that's coming here if you do not stand up and make that change. For me, what I ask of you, and this is kind of what I've been telling to everyone I've met along the way, is this is going to be a 70-30 relationship. I will give you 70% of me for free, but I need 30% of your time to get your people engaged into supporting this campaign. I have not raised a lot of money. I really do not intend to. I don't think that that's smart. And if you want a state that belongs to you again, you will quit donating your money to these same people that go up there and do the same thing and fail on their promises. So, I do have a website. It's farisforsenate.com. I've tried to create 3 Facebook accounts, and within 24 hours they've shut them all down. I have an Instagram as well. It's called Helly Bearded. I was going to do another official account, but at this point I don't think that it's going to be necessary, because my plan is to engage the people on a personal level, because I am actually better speaking to you in person than among a lot of people. So it's a 70-30. I encourage you that the next time we stand on these steps that you bring 10 other people with you. And it is bigger than the last one we had here just 10 days ago, which is great. And I'll keep coming back, and I'll go to all the events. I'll go to the Lincoln dinner with Bobby and her team, and they've all been great to me being an outsider of this race. And I do hear a lot of people say, you know, what makes you think that you can win a race like this in a state like this? Well, I say there's no better state to win a race like this, being a guy like me, because I do have integrity and I am honest. And as a matter of fact, the company that I own called Prime Hawks, the motto is quality through integrity, because it is a byproduct of it. Our campaign slogan is integrity for a common sense Kentucky. Who here wishes that we could just get a little more common sense up there? So thank all of you for your time. I will stay for any questions that you may have. I will interact with you personally if that's what you wish to do. And honestly, God bless you all. God bless our troops. Thankful to these volunteers, these security guards here who are watching over us and making sure we're safe. Yes, ma'am.
think all Mike has to say is, who wants Mitch McConnell back? Exactly.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, I would hate to bash these folks, but I will make a couple clip notes here on these candidates that you see coming. Cameron was a McConnell scholar, so he was obviously nurtured by him as a young politician. I am not a politician. I am just a regular fella that goes to work every day, just like all of you. So I've set my time aside away from a real company that produces a real service to people who are in need of using these helicopters in wildland fire settings and rescue relief missions, and sometimes utility construction. So the other one being Nate Morris, like I said, I think obviously you should do your research on these candidates. He owns a company called Rubicon. I don't know where all that money come from that made it as valuable as it is. We all know Andy Barr, and I'm telling you right now, that's going to be McConnell 2.0 squared. So again, thank you guys for having me. I'd appreciate your support. FarisForSenate.com. Please reach out. Let's engage. Let's get the people to take their state back, because that is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to quit donating to these major campaigns, and you're going to have to dig into a grassroots candidate that doesn't want your money and cares more about your ideas and taking them to DC and changing the structure of what's going on in our political climate. So appreciate you all.